When it comes to achieving our goals and ambitions, one crucial aspect stands out: the importance of keeping our dreams and aspirations to ourselves until they are firmly in progress. This seems counterintuitive, especially in today's society, where people often crave validation and encouragement from others. However, this desire for shared excitement is precisely what can hold us back from achieving greatness. Think about it. When you share your goals and ambitions with the world, you open yourself up to scrutiny, criticism, and external doubt. No matter how well-meaning people are, they inevitably have a way of bringing you back down to earth. Their words, though meant as advice, can become a weight that anchors you to mediocrity. This can have a profound impact on your motivation and drive, causing you to waver in your determination to succeed. Imagine, for instance, that you're working on a novel and you share your manuscript with a close friend. Your friend, while well-intentioned, might suggest cutting out entire chapters or altering the plot's direction. You, in turn, might doubt your creative vision and wonder if you've been fooling yourself all along. This could lead to a vicious cycle of second-guessing and self-doubt, causing you to lose focus on the end goal. Moreover, when you share your goals with others, you invite external distractions into your life. People will start to offer advice, share their own opinions, and even try to join in on your journey. While it's natural to want support and encouragement, this influx of voices can make it difficult to stay on course. You might find yourself getting sidetracked by others' ideas or struggling to maintain momentum when faced with conflicting opinions. This isn't to say that sharing your goals and ambitions altogether should be avoided. Rather, it's essential to exercise caution and only confide in people who genuinely have your back. This could be a trusted mentor, a close family member, or a handful of like-minded individuals who are invested in your success. By being selective about who you share your goals with, you can create a network of people who will offer valuable support and guidance without undermining your vision. Another aspect to consider is the concept of social proof. When you share your goals and ambitions with others, you inadvertently seek validation from them. This can create a false sense of security, making you feel like you're on the right track simply because others are aware of your plans. However, success is not solely determined by what others think. It's about perseverance, hard work, and a willingness to learn from setbacks. By keeping your goals to yourself, you're less likely to get caught up in the external validation game and more focused on making progress towards your objectives. Ultimately, the ability to keep your goals and ambitions to yourself is a skill that requires discipline and self-awareness. It's essential to recognize that your success is not solely dependent on others' approval or encouragement. By guarding your dreams and aspirations closely, you empower yourself to push through the inevitable setbacks and doubts that come with pursuing your goals. As you strive to achieve greatness, remember that sharing your goals and ambitions too soon can have unintended consequences. Instead, focus on cultivating a support network that genuinely has your back and be willing to take calculated risks to pursue your vision. By doing so, you'll be well on your way to achieving your aspirations and making your mark on the world. When it comes to financial information, intelligent people often take an extremely cautious approach. They understand that their financial situation, investments, and earnings are their personal business, and sharing them with others can be detrimental to their well-being. In today's society, it's not uncommon for people to openly discuss their income, expenses, and investments without any hesitation. However, this approach is far from wise. First and foremost, sharing your financial information can make you a target for envy and resentment. When others know about your financial resources, they may begin to feel a sense of discontentment and, in some cases, anger. This can lead to them making negative comments about you or trying to find ways to bring you down. Moreover, when people know about your financial situation, they may start to see you differently. They might view you as a threat or an opportunity to exploit. This can be particularly challenging in professional or social settings where relationships are already fragile. Furthermore, sharing your financial information can also lead to unwanted advice and meddling. When others know about your financial situation, they may feel compelled to offer their opinion on how you should be managing your money. While this may come from a place of good intention, it can often be misguided and even detrimental to your finances. Intelligent people recognize the importance of maintaining control over their financial decisions and avoiding unnecessary interference. In addition, sharing your financial information can also make you more vulnerable to theft and exploitation. In today's digital age, identity theft and financial scams are more prevalent than ever. When you share your financial information with others, you increase the risk of it falling into the wrong hands. This can have severe consequences, including financial loss and damage to your credit score. Another critical aspect of keeping your financial information private is the concept of social proof. This is a psychological phenomenon where people tend to conform to the actions and opinions of others, especially when it comes to financial matters. When you share your financial information, you inadvertently create a social norm around your financial behavior. This can put pressure on you to continue making financial decisions that align with the expectations of others rather than what truly is best for you. Intelligent people recognize the importance of staying true to their financial goals and values, even if that means going against the crowd. It's also worth noting that there are often tax implications associated with sharing financial information publicly. When you publicly disclose your income, expenses, or investments, you may inadvertently trigger tax consequences. For example, if you publicly disclose your income, you may be required to report it to the tax authorities, potentially leading to tax liabilities or audits. Intelligent people recognize the importance of protecting themselves from unnecessary tax complexities and maintaining the confidentiality of their financial information. In conclusion, sharing financial information with others can have far-reaching consequences. From creating envy and resentment to inviting unwanted advice and meddling, intelligent people understand the importance of maintaining control over their financial decisions. By keeping their financial information private, they minimize their risk of financial loss, protect their reputation, and stay true to their financial goals and values. Guarding personal relationships from outside influences is paramount to their health and longevity. Think of your closest bonds, romantic partnerships, familial connections, deeply cherished friendships. These relationships are, in essence, intricate ecosystems, delicately balanced by shared experiences, mutual understanding, and a commitment to navigating life's complexities together. When we open the floodgates and allow external voices, opinions, and judgments to seep into these intimate spaces, we risk disrupting that delicate equilibrium. The motivations behind sharing details of our relationships can be varied. Sometimes it stems from a genuine desire for support and guidance. Perhaps you are grappling with a conflict with your partner and seek advice from a trusted friend. Or maybe you are struggling to understand a sibling's behavior and turn to a family member for perspective. In other instances, the urge to share might be rooted in a need for validation or simply a desire to vent frustration. While these impulses are natural and understandable, it is crucial to exercise caution and discernment before divulging the intimate details of our relationships. One of the primary risks of sharing private relationship matters is the potential for biased or distorted perceptions. Every individual views the world through their own unique lens, shaped by their personal experiences, values, and beliefs. When we present a situation to an outsider, we inevitably frame it through our own subjective interpretation. We highlight certain aspects, downplay others, and perhaps even unintentionally omit crucial details. As a result, the person we are confiding in receives an incomplete and potentially skewed picture of the reality. Armed with this limited information, they form an opinion and offer advice which may be ill-informed, misdirected, or even detrimental to the relationship. Furthermore, sharing intimate relationship details can introduce unwanted influences and create unnecessary complications. External opinions, even when well-intentioned, can sow seeds of doubt and uncertainty. Hearing a friend express disapproval of your partner's behavior, for instance, might trigger insecurities you never knew you had. Listening to a family member criticize your parenting style could lead to feelings of guilt and inadequacy. These external voices, once internalized, can erode trust, fuel resentment, and ultimately damage the fabric of the relationship. The dynamics of relationships are often nuanced and complex, far exceeding what can be adequately conveyed through casual conversation. Every relationship has its own unique history, its own unwritten rules, and its own intricate patterns of communication. Outsiders lacking this intimate knowledge may misinterpret words, actions, or gestures, leading to misunderstandings and misjudgment. They might offer solutions that are simply incompatible with the relationship's dynamics or suggest strategies that are counterproductive to its long-term health. Moreover, the act of sharing private relationship matters can erode the bond of trust between partners. When you confide in someone else about your relationship, you are essentially breaking a sacred pact of confidentiality. Your partner likely expects that the intimate details of your life together will remain within the confines of your relationship, shared only between the two of you. Betraying that expectation, even unintentionally, can damage their trust and create a sense of vulnerability and insecurity. They might feel exposed, judged, or resentful that you have shared their private affairs with others. It's important to distinguish between seeking genuine support from a qualified professional and casually sharing relationship details with friends or family. A therapist or counselor is trained to provide objective, unbiased guidance, and they are bound by ethical codes of confidentiality. They can offer valuable insights and tools for improving communication, resolving conflicts, and strengthening the relationship. Seeking professional help is a sign of strength and commitment, not weakness or failure. In contrast, casually sharing relationship details with friends or family can often be more harmful than helpful. While these individuals may have your best interests at heart, they are often too close to the situation to offer objective advice. Their own personal biases and experiences can cloud their judgment, and they may inadvertently exacerbate the problems rather than help to solve them. Therefore, the wisest course of action is to exercise discretion and guard the privacy of your personal relationships. Before sharing any details, ask yourself, what is my motivation for sharing this information? What do I hope to gain from it? What are the potential risks and benefits? Is there a more appropriate person to confide in, such as a therapist or counselor? Remember, your relationships are precious and deserve to be protected. By carefully guarding their privacy, you can foster trust, strengthen bonds, and create a space where love, understanding, and mutual respect can flourish. Prioritize open and honest communication with your partner. Address issues directly and seek professional help when needed. By doing so, you can cultivate healthy, thriving relationships that enrich your life and bring you lasting happiness. Keep the ecosystem of your relationship clean and free of toxins by being mindful of who you allow in it and what you allow them to know. The urge to share nascent thoughts and ideas is a powerful one. We, as social creatures, often find validation and a sense of progress through external feedback. It's tempting to bounce a half-baked concept off a friend, a colleague, or even a stranger, hoping for that spark of insight that will solidify the idea and propel it forward. However, An intelligent person understands the subtle but profound dangers of prematurely exposing their ideas before they have had the chance to fully develop. It's akin to unveiling a delicate seedling to the harsh elements before its roots have taken hold. The risk of damage, discouragement, and ultimately the withering of potential is significant. The initial stages of ideation are often characterized by fragility and vulnerability. The concept exists as a nebulous collection of thoughts, inspirations, and possibilities. It's a raw, unrefined state where intuition and imagination reign supreme. Introducing external voices at this crucial juncture can be akin to injecting a foreign substance into a sensitive system. Well-intentioned criticism, even when delivered with the best of intentions, can inadvertently stifle creativity and introduce self-doubt. The seed of an idea, still needing the nurturing warmth of solitude and focused attention, can easily be suffocated by the chilling winds of premature evaluation. Consider the artist in their studio sketching out the initial lines of a masterpiece. These lines are tentative, exploratory, and subject to change. Exposing this preliminary work to public scrutiny before the composition is complete, before the colors are chosen and the details refined, invites judgment based on incompleteness. The artist might be swayed by opinions that detract from their original vision, leading to a diluted or compromised final product. Similarly, the entrepreneur crafting a revolutionary business plan must safeguard their innovative strategy from premature exposure. Revealing key aspects of the plan to potential competitors and naysayers could lead to the idea being stolen, undermined, or dismissed before it has a chance to prove its viability. Beyond the risk of external sabotage, there's also the internal erosion that premature sharing can cause. When we voice an idea before we've fully processed it ourselves, we risk crystallizing it prematurely. The act of articulation, while seemingly helpful, can sometimes solidify a particular direction before we've explored all the alternative pathways. We might become attached to the initial formulation of the idea, even if further contemplation would have revealed a more innovative or effective approach. This premature commitment can stifle creativity and prevent us from discovering the full potential of our initial inspiration. Furthermore, the positive feedback we receive from prematurely sharing an idea can be equally detrimental. The fleeting dopamine rush of external validation can create a false sense of accomplishment, leading us to believe that the idea is further along in its development than it actually is. We might become complacent, resting on the laurels of initial praise rather than continuing to refine and improve the concept. This can result in a half-baked idea being launched into the world before it's truly ready, ultimately leading to disappointment and failure. Intelligent individuals understand the importance of nurturing their ideas in private until they have reached a stage of maturity where they can withstand the scrutiny of the outside world. They recognize that the creative process is a delicate dance between inspiration, contemplation, and refinement. They understand that the initial stages of ideation require a safe and supportive environment free from the distractions and criticisms that can derail the process. This doesn't mean they should never seek feedback, but rather that they should carefully select the timing and the source of that feedback. The key is to cultivate a trusted inner circle of advisors, individuals who are supportive, insightful, and capable of providing constructive criticism without stifling creativity. These are the people who can help to refine the idea, identify its weaknesses, and suggest improvements, all while respecting the integrity of the original vision. However, even with these trusted advisors, it's important to exercise caution and discretion, sharing only what is necessary and retaining control over the overall direction of the idea. Ultimately, the decision of when and how to share an idea is a matter of judgment and intuition. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. However, by understanding the potential risks of premature exposure and the importance of nurturing ideas in private, an intelligent person can significantly increase their chances of bringing their visions to fruition and making a lasting impact on the world. They understand that patience, self-belief, and a strategic approach to sharing are essential ingredients for success in any creative endeavor. They know that sometimes the best way to nurture a great idea is to keep it close, protect it from the outside world, and allow it to blossom in its own time. In essence, the intelligent individual recognizes that the gestation period of an idea is a sacred time, demanding protection and careful cultivation. Prematurely sharing thoughts before they've been thoroughly explored and solidified can invite both external interference and internal compromise. It's about striking a balance, not hoarding ideas in isolation indefinitely, but strategically choosing when and with whom to share, ensuring the nascent concept has the best chance to mature into a fully realized and impactful creation. This judicious approach fosters resilience, preserves originality, and ultimately increases the likelihood of turning visions into reality.